Hello and welcome to Slightly Nostalgic. My name is Griffin. We have watched Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 1, Episode 16, The Deserter. So this is the one where they find the deserter, who is this fire-bending master who Aang eventually convinces to teach him firebending, but it gets out of control and he burns Katara, so he's got all this guilt and everything, and then Commander Zhao shows up and they fight him. And that's pretty much all that happens. It's kind of a strange episode. So this is yet another episode that starts out with our gang in need of food. I don't know what they've been living on. I guess they have some survival skills, but they're just constantly out of food. It seems to just be the standard opener of Sokka's hungry and they need a plan, so they're gonna go to a place. This time they're going to a Fire Nation festival and they see some wanted posters, and one of them has Aang on it. Side note, one had the blue spirit on it too. I thought that was a cool continuity thing. The mask that Zuko used when he was going all ninja attack on the Fire Nation. So anyway, they decide to use disguises this time. Finally, yay! But it turns out their disguises suck. So I don't understand how they didn't get recognized immediately by everybody. Because at first, like, they were just wearing like cloaks, right? But you could still see their water tribe stuff, and Aang didn't even have a cloak or anything. He just like put his normal thing up over his head, and that's somehow supposed to disguise him. Like, really? Come on. And then later they put on masks, which helps, I guess, but you can still see his tattoo because then he doesn't have the hood on it. And you can still see their Water Tribe clothes. Like, why would two Water Tribe people be walking around a Fire Nation festival? They wouldn't even be allowed there. What? Come on, kids. And there's just kind of a general thing this episode with Aang being a total idiot. I don't know what his deal was, but he's drawing a lot of attention to himself at the Fire Nation festival, and he's really impatient when he's supposed to be learning firebending, which, okay, he's 12 years old. It makes sense. He's excited about firebending. But then he does exactly what he's told not to and just like spreads his fire everywhere and hurts Katara. And it's like, man, come on, what did you think was going to happen? But anyway, backing up, there was a really funny line I wanted to point out where they've escaped the festival and Commander Zhao comes in and he's like, what's going on? And he's talking to the local soldiers. And they're like, well, but other than that, other than the Avatar escaping, it was a great success. They say, no fights, theft was way down. I like when they use these little moments, especially with the Fire Nation soldiers. They've done that before, where they just have like some random comedic relief there. We also got a brief appearance by Avatar Roku, which is always fun. He showed up to convince the Firebender Master to train Aang. He was just like, look, well, I've learned this 1,000 times over. It's not gonna be a problem. I can do it again just because I'm a kid now. Like, whatever, just teach him. And I mean, that's not how he said it, but it was great. It was a cool moment. And then at the end, when Commander Zhao shows up, there's the big fight. And this wasn't really a standout fight, really. It wasn't like one of the best ones or anything. But we did get some cool stuff with the Firebender Master. He makes this big wall of fire, and he does this weird disappearing trick. No idea where he went. I don't remember if he shows up later or not, but I kind of feel like he probably will. Oh, and I forgot to point out that this is when Katara learns that she has healing abilities too, and that was pretty cool. There's a funny moment at the end where Sokka finds out about the healing and he's like, oh, hey, thanks for all the first aid over the years. And he starts listing off all these stupid injuries he's had. Like, and one of them is he got 2 fish hooks in his thumb, and Katara is like, he tried to get the first fish hook out with another fish hook. But that's all I've got for this episode. Be sure to watch the next one if you're following along, which is the Northern Air Temple. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Okay, bye.